Hey guys, it's Rachel at Sea Gamblers. We are in the beautiful island of St. Thomas. Lindsay and I are going on the Boss Tour, which is an underwater scooter. Mom stayed on the ship today, but this is pulling away from the pier. You can see Lindsay's in her happy place. She's on the water. It's a gorgeous day. The water is as crystal clear as it looks. With the Boss Tour, they took us out to a small little island, and first thing we did was go snorkeling. So here are some of our snorkeling pictures. Then we got on these awesome underwater scooters. They actually bring them up to the surface and you swim up underneath them. And once you're in there, it's like an old diving helmet. You'll see in a little bit there's how the air flows in there, and you're off. It is a 30-minute underwater where you see some of the fish. Not all of them because of Tropical Storm Karen, but they are starting to come back. Apparently they swim farther out during the storms. And once you get on those scooters, you're out there for 30 minutes. You do take turns snorkeling. There's one group at a time that goes out there, so you can snorkel for about an hour and a half or so. We were the second group up. So once you get onto these units, they get you going. There was 6 divers out there with us. Our group, I think there was 14 on scooters at a time. The divers were awesome, always checking on you. They took some great pictures you'll see here in a little bit too. But you follow a little track they do. They show you different places. You go out to the picture point where they'll go and take your pictures. They give you each little wristbands with a letter and number on them. And it tells them how many people are in your group. So ours were X2. So when it was time for pictures, they went around and looked at your wristband, and they found Lindsay's who said X2 as well, and pulled us together for our pictures. This is what it sounds like underwater. And our diver took my GoPro down, and he was able to get these beautiful coral pictures. They said the water would have been a lot clearer had it not been for the tropical storm that came through. But they had Lindsay and I hold hands so our units would stay together and we wouldn't steer away from each other.
Rachel's on the right. Waving.
Mom had to add in, yes, that's me on the right, Lindsay's on the left. And he went back down to take some more pictures for us.
I think they'd highly recommend this.
Oh yes, this was one of the better ones that we did. In fact, I'm taking my son on a cruise to Panama next. You'll see the next one that we do. And we're going to do it in Roatan. So I'll tell you the difference between the vendors. I know these guys were awesome. You can see the divers there. They're actually taking us out after we had the pictures, and you'll see in a minute why. What he's sending out there is actually cat food. It's cat food and water that is actually fish flavored cat food. So it is a natural environmental thing from what I've been told by them. So believe it or not, the fish are eating fish. But you can see there's all kinds of different colorful ones there. They're not afraid to swim up near you. They're not as afraid to swim through your legs either. I had one swim through under the scooter. You can see the little propellers there. That's how they move. So when you push the button, it turns the propellers and it sends you forward. Unfortunately, our 30-minute ride has come to an end, so they're bringing us all back to the ship. And when you get back, they actually pull you back up to the surface with the scooter and hook that little clip on top of that buoy that's hanging. And all you do is swim out from underneath it. It's actually a really easy way to get on, get off. And it was a highlight of our trip. The crew there was awesome. The only thing they could suggest is put some music on the boat on the way back in. But other than that, they served water, they had some snacks. You see the anchor there is tied to the boat. But it was a great trip all in all. There is our favorite diver. He was our buddy.